Kevin Parker from Tame Impala. Welcome to KROQ.
Hey, thanks, guys.
You know what's nice?
It's my first time.
When an Australian artist joins us, we get respect because in Australia, radio still has the utmost respect, right?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, well, it doesn't here?
No, we're the bottom rung of the entertainment ladder, and we're like a step above Rodeo Clown. But in Australia, everyone said to us, "Oh, you guys should move and do radio in Australia. They're making like millions."
You guys would be millionaires.
Yeah, that's what they always say.
Yeah, that checks out.
Thank you for being here, and congratulations on your 5th album, which comes out on the 17th of October. Deadbeat is finally here.
That's it.
We were excited. Do you have any traditions and or superstitions when you release a new album?
No, not really, actually. I probably should. That would probably make me cope mentally better. But no, I just try and hold on for dear life and try and get through this very difficult time.
Why is it difficult? Is it just second-guessing yourself and mental looping?
Yeah, all of the above, really. It just, I mean, like, it's kind of chaos when an album comes out. There's always just so much stuff going on, like doing press and doing video clips and meetings or whatever. And amongst all of that, like, your music is being sort of shown to the world, is being unleashed on the world that has just been in your studio doors for 2 years, So it's kind of just like, it's like trying to take a moment to just digest that, And
once it's out there, it's out there. There's no taking it back.
That's it.
That's the part that's always fascinating to me with all the leaks and everything that gets, it's so rare that an album can be released when it's intended to be released because it feels like everyone
Touch
always...
wood.
Right. Well, I still have a couple of days to go. Let's hope I didn't just mush that. But,
Yeah.
And then once it's consumed by us, people are, doing with it what they will. It's
exactly.
kind of not yours anymore.
Yeah, it's this process of it's not yours anymore. That's always how I feel. Like it doesn't belong to me anymore. It belongs to the world, which is a beautiful thing, but it's also quite a scary thing.
Now, how much acid did you do for the making of album 1 versus album 5? Is it the same amount, less, none at all?
Depends what you call for the album.
Got it.
That's I've never taken acid in the studio. But strange question. I don't know if I'm in the.
Well,
I'm
I guess the reason I ask is because the one time I did acid, I just ended up rolling around in a park and thinking that I was traveling into a past life as an Indian princess. I really got nothing done.
Wow.
So the point I'm making is, obviously your music has been highly inspired by psychedelic culture, and I'm just amazed that you can get anything done.
Well, again, it's like you got to pick and choose your moments for like getting inspired and getting things done. They're two very different sort of frames of mind.
Right, and any could happen at any moment.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, it all goes into the mix,
Kevin Parker is on KROQ now, claims for the first time, Tame Impala with the new album coming out, every instrument on there you played, which means you had to learn instruments. I know no instruments. I would imagine at this point, probably double digits. What is the hardest one to learn? What is the hardest instrument?
You know what? Like, my philosophy and like the sort of like scene I come from is that you can start recording on instruments before you know how to play them. You don't need to know how to play an instrument to play an instrument on an album. You just give it a go. You just have a go.
So some of it is just you learning. Some of it is you learning the process.
Yeah, the first album of mine that had synthesizers on it, I didn't even play with 2 hands. I'd play with one hand and then like overdub the other hand. It's like just sort of getting some sound out.
Yeah, Klein, you should make an album.
Exactly.
It would not sound like Tame Impala. Trust me, it would be very.
It would sound like trash.
It would sound like trash.
No,
yes.
that's not true.
Trust me.
You know what? I think the last like 20 years of like rock music has proved that it's about more than being a weapon at your instrument. It's like the expression of it. It takes someone like Meg White, like from the White Stripes. Right. Everyone was like, oh, she got to play drums. But she's like one of the greatest rock drummers of this century, because of that raw, she's unbound by the usual confines of music style. So So give it a shot. Is what I'm saying.
You know what? I've been
Klein.
inspired, and I actually am going to, by next week, Allie, mark my words, by next week, I will debut
want
a
a
song
single
on
from
KROQ.
you,
That's
Klein.
right. Before the album Deadbeat comes out,
Hell
I
yeah.
will release a song as well.
I love this.
Thank you. And
It'll
you've
give
inspired-
true new meaning to Deadbeat.
It really will.
Yeah.
It really will.
You have 3 singles out now, Dracula being one of them. And was the intention for this song to end up on everyone's Halloween playlist, or is that just a fun bonus?
It was actually a complete coincidence.
Yeah.
Dracula was meant to be a single earlier, but we couldn't build the house that's in the video clip fast enough. We had to put a house on the back of a truck, and that was going to take too much time, so we had to push back. So Dracula was meant to be a single when Loser was.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Damn, so you had to, you construct that, they constructed that whole house?
Yeah, well, I don't know if you've seen the video.
Yeah,
but
no,
there's
it's massive.
a house goes on the back of the truck.
I assume everything is AI now.
I
So
assumed
go-
it was a I assumed nothing was inside and it
Well,
wasn't
I mean,
real.
it didn't have like functioning plumbing and that kind of stuff. But it was, for all intents and purposes, it was a house.
Do you have that vision of what that's going to look like in your head in the process of while you're making the song? Do you listen to the song and say, this is what I'm thinking?
I have plenty of visions. To your point of no, I'm joking.
I know. I know the
plenty of
visions you're talking about. I saw them in Central Park.
But they're not always visions that turn into video clips. They're just sort of visions that help me sort of create a song. But like it's a lot of that's sort of like end of the night, break of day, dregs of a party atmosphere is very much part of Dracula's DNA.
Such an interesting part of the night, right? It doesn't get the glory of the pre-gaming. It doesn't get the glory of the main event, but everyone can relate with exactly that part of the night. As
Exactly.
night turns to day, and you're usually missing a shoe, and
That's it.
And it is that weird.
You're wearing a strange pair of sunglasses you found
Yes.
from the kitchen that you've never been in before.
right.
And you usually have a decision to make. Do you keep it going or do you go to sleep?
It's a tough decision, and if you need the soundtrack for that decision, then you should definitely.
Well,
get Deadbeat.
that's what Dracula's about. It's
Right.
like it's like seeing the sun come up and feeling like a vampire because you're like, oh god, I can't bear to see daylight right now.
Well, as soon as you announce the album, then of course the tour gets announced, which sells out instantly at the Kia Forum shows November 11th and 12th. But the cool thing, and I always appreciate this, you do these pop-up shows, and you've done them before. You did one in Chinatown in LA.
Yeah.
And now I wonder, when people see you, when you're just out and about doing your life, are they assuming at any moment this could be a pop-up, this could start, should I follow Kevin? What's going on here?
Sure, anything's possible.
It's the
You're just ordering a
unpredictability.
coffee and they're like, whoa, here we go.
That was crazy because
Yeah.
when you do a pop-up, I guess you hope it's going to be, at this point, it's going to be well attended. But when you just looked at the aerial shots of how many people that
Yeah.
drew, I mean, it was like the end of a Dodgers game. It was just packed.
Yeah, it was crazy. I never like to assume, like the sort of the people on the team sort of create those kind of things. But we're only going to tell people about them an hour before. I think the kids found out before that anyway. It's
remarkable
nice.
how many people don't care about their jobs or don't have jobs.
I don't know, because anyone can get somewhere in LA in an hour.
That's the part, right? An hour. I mean, that's different. Australia moves a little better, I think.
Yeah.
LA, it's to get anywhere, you get 5 feet in an hour.
That's true. It's impressive that they move quickly.
Have you ever thought maybe of performing in a disguise or like incognito in some way, like you're performing and nobody knows it's you?
Yeah, well, last Halloween we were the Wiggles.
Oh, that's right.
And the Halloween before that, we were the Spice Girls. So we're no stranger to.
Has there been conversation this year already as to what it will be? Can you
course.
debut that on KROQ, or do we have to wait? This would be an exciting
I would
scoop.
be ruining it.
Can you use a hint? TV, movie?
Neither.
Neither. All right.
What else is there?
I don't know. In my life,
Well,
that's
I mean,
all there
like,
is.
to your point about the Halloween song before, like, I feel like the obvious thing is to do Dracula, but I don't know. I don't think we're going to do that. So it won't be that, but I don't know. Maybe we'll do some sort of Dracula moment, but yeah.
Tease on KROQ right now as we're hanging out in studio right now with Kevin Parker, Tame Impala, the album, which comes out on October 17th, which is next Friday. Of course, Deadbeat is the 5th album. And whenever we have someone that comes here from Australia, I'm always fascinated by the concept that everything in Australia is supposed to kill you. The fear that they have is that everything there, be it a spider, a snake, it's going to kill you. Have you had an almost or a near-death experience that happened in Australia ever?
No, it's all lies.
It's just to
That's
keep
all
us
lies.
away, right? It's to keep us
I don't
tourists
know.
away.
I think, you know what? Americans love being terrified of stuff.
Yeah, we love it. how we
You guys
thrive.
love it.
Yeah.
It's like Australia. Oh, big spiders there. I've seen more big spiders here than
Oh,
in
Jesus,
Australia.
where?
Yeah, but don't they have ones that take up whole trash cans?
No, what?
Yeah.
What? Like this big?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like covered around the trash cans. Is this all
I think
fake
you
news?
might have been served an AI
Yeah.
image
Oh.
generated thing,
And boy,
my
we are
friend.
gullible. Americans are gullible. We believe all of
Look, we have poisonous snakes.
Yes.
But who doesn't?
it. Right.
Well,
you've
wait. What about the box jellyfish that's only the size of your fingernail and can kill you in 10 seconds? Is that also
Yeah,
a
there's
myth?
that.
So then what?
But
I think the thing is
know,
you guys aren't scared of them, and we are terrified.
Sure.
Well, there was a
sure.
story this week about a guy in
Yeah,
Australia.
my argument is it's falling apart. Isn't
Yeah.
it?
A guy in Australia bitten by a shark twice and drove himself to the. This was in Australia. This is what the difference between Australia. He got bitten twice by a shark, drove himself to the hospital.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but how many guys do you reckon got bit by an alligator somewhere in America and did exactly the same thing that day? I reckon probably about 3.
Yeah.
If they're in Florida.
That's a good point. Yeah,
Probably.
that's Florida.
I reckon that stuff happens all the time in Florida.
all the
You just
time.
don't report on it. Whereas it's quite a remarkable thing in Australia.
Right.
Kevin, I think we'll move on to Australian slang if you don't mind.
Please, yeah.
Because obviously we're unaware of the many thousands of slang words that there are in Australia. There's a slang word for everything, and I just wanted you
There
to
is.
translate a couple of sentences for us, if you wouldn't
Yeah, hit
mind.
me.
Okay. Here's a Aussie translation number 1. I had too many tinnies from the bottle-o and threw up my brekkie. Had to chuck a sickie to avoid hard yucca.
Okay, you know what that means, right?
No. No idea.
Klein has no idea what any of this is.
I thought she made it up.
Okay, so a tinny is a can of beer. The bottle-o is a liquor store. Brekkie is breakfast. Chuck
a sickie?
Chuck a sickie is called in sick from work.
To avoid hard yucca?
To avoid hard yakka is like hard work. So hard yakka is like elbow grease or whatever you call it. Yeah.
So if
Grit.
someone said that, you would know exactly what they meant.
Well, yeah, I just did.
That's wild. It's like he's speaking another language. He plays every instrument. And speaks
Again,
every
not to
language.
sort of like throw this back on you Americans, but America has their own slang too, right? Like it took me a long time to work out what people were saying here when they were sort of speaking just in, casually.
Yeah.
No cap.
Exactly.
what about-
I was like, what? No cap.
Yeah.
You
You're
were
like,
not wearing
where
a
are we?
cap,
Lost my lippy and my lappy at the Barbie. Ate some kippies in the dunny.
Is that not obvious either?
No.
No.
Klein has
Lost
no-
my lippy, lip balm. Yeah, you chapstick.
And my lappy.
My lappy laptop. Yeah, okay. At the barbecue.
Yeah, that part I knew.
Ate some kippies.
Kippies. I actually don't know that one.
Chips.
Wow, that might be an eastern
Maybe it's the
coast
East.
of
And
Australia.
then in the
thing.
dunny, I think you know.
Dunny is the bathroom. Yeah, the toilet.
The one thing that I was excited about, Ali, that the term that I learned because of Tame Impala was this concept of the bush doof, which we have not figured out a way to do.
You thought it was
properly.
crapping in a bush.
Yeah, and we have not done that. Well, even like what you call Burning Man would be our equivalent of it,
Right.
I guess, in America. But it's very different because it feels so much more organic in Australia.
Sure.
The concept
Well,
of
the
it.
Burning Man is like a burn. It's like a regional burn.
Right.
I think they have them too in Australia, but they're slightly different to bush doofs.
This has been so inspiration in all that you've done, right? This world, this environment.
Yeah, I just have an endless fascination for that sort of way of experiencing music and experiencing life. I'm really enamored by the freedom and it's just they're just totally off the grid. It's just people in another world for a short amount of time. I just like that really resonates with me.
I saw a video of one of the bush doofs, and there was a woman taking an insane amount of whippets. I thought you would respect that, Klein.
dude, that's
Whippets
my
are
favorite.
great.
That was my favorite.
She was
That's why
like-
I still move very slow now.
She's like, it kills the cells in your brain.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's like-
well, yeah, everyone has their own
That's my
thing to
thing.
do.
Right.
That's her thing.
How would you recommend someone listens to the new album? And music is a very individual thing, right? Everyone has their own way. Do you picture someone driving in a car? Do you picture someone listening outside? Do you have a way that you would like people to consume Deadbeat?
Just loud enough. Not like just loud enough. I mean, like all I care about is that you experience it loud enough, whether that's headphones or the car. The car stereo is pretty tough to beat as far as like a vibe goes. Some of my like just best experiences of listening to music has just been like on full volume in the car. I reckon I've like damaged my hearing because of how loud I listened to music when I was a kid, like when I first got my license. But I think that's always pretty top tier.
I think your music in general is so car friendly.
Yeah,
they're
It fits the vibe.
They're
That's
such
the
good
thing that's-
driving
Maybe.
songs.
It is interesting to me that that's one of the things, and I can't say this about a lot of artists, but where you go, the song seems to always match the vibe.
The vibe of where you
sure.
are.
which is really incredible. That's my way of trying to pay a compliment, which I don't do well.
No, thank you. Yeah, I'm big on vibe.
Kevin Parker, Tame Impala is here. As we wrap up every interview, we ask not one but two epic questions. It's a chance for you to answer two questions. Every artist that's ever come by KROQ gets a chance to answer not one but two epic questions. No one's gotten a perfect score. Epic question number one.
All right, Kevin, you have gotten very good at the Australia to America flight. What is your biggest tip for long flights?
Ooh, pace your sleeping. If you get the sleeping wrong, then you are fucked. Yeah, don't drink too much. I don't know. I'm still trying to perfect it myself. You know, someone told me the other day is like don't eat.
At all?
Apparently, the food is what actually makes you jet lagged the most. I don't know.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but because it's like super salty or something. Someone told me that.
That's
I
a
don't know
great
if it's
tip
true.
right there.
But you know, it's like you get hungry. You know. Also, what else is there to do?
Well, yeah,
So-
it's like a 15-hour flight.
yeah,
or something.
exactly. Yeah.
When the band, this is epic question number two, but it's a slight story to lead up. When the band Måneskin came here to America, we brought them to Olive Garden so they could see what the American take of Italian food was, and they were very disappointed. What is your take on the Outback Steakhouse?
I've never been.
Oh, come on.
Never been.
You would be so disappointed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I
Okay.
guess I'm not going.
Yeah, you would be so disappointed. Although that deep fried onion, man,
Obviously
that
not
was great.
sponsors of your show
No,
or
no, no,
anything.
no. We have very few left, actually. It has been an absolute pleasure. Kevin Parker is really, we think about musical geniuses. I think you've been called, not by us, but you've been called one of the most impactful musicians in the last decade. You hear these titles. Does that get to you? Do you go, that's not true at all? Because you've worked with so many artists, so you still work with the people that have inspired you.
You know what? Like when people say that to me and I disagree with them, then they kick up a big fuss. They go like, no, listen to me, you are, because these reasons, and that just keeps the conversation going longer.
Yeah.
And so I just
just have to accept
go
it.
along.
Yeah.
You just go along with it.
Wait till I
you know?
release my song next week.
Oh, my God.
There you go. Speaking of
Life-changing
impactful.
legend.
Deadbeat available on October 17th. Of course, the show is sold out. I think we'll have some last-minute tickets for you at the Kia Forum. And who knows, walk around random streets. There could be a pop-up happening when you least expect it with the great Tame Impala. Kevin Parker, thank you for being here.
Thank you, man. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.